Coming up on this edition of SU TV News, a rare opportunity arises for students.
Learn what's affecting someone you may know.
And in sports, the men's basketball team finishes home conference play in a big way.
This is SU TV News, and it starts now.
Welcome to SU TV News. I'm Kayla Reamer.
And I'm Allie Weary. This week marks the one-year anniversary of the car accident that took the lives of 4 NDSU students. Daniel Renninger, Megan Sample, Jordan Plale, and Lauren Peterson were traveling back to school from the Twin Cities when icy roads caused the vehicle to lose control. Their car went through the median and crossed into oncoming traffic, where they were struck by another car and killed. All 4 girls were in their freshman year, but left a big impact on many students. A cable median barrier has been approved to be put in place for a 10-mile stretch from mile marker 96 to 106. The approval was granted after a petition was started last year after the accident.
While many students travel between Fargo and Moorhead, some may encounter the only toll bridge in the region. For the last 25 years, it has cost travelers 75 cents to cross the river. When the toll bridge first opened in 1988, there were 800,000 cars passing through, but numbers have dropped and people no longer find it necessary. The bridge is privately owned and had a 25-year lease, which is up June 1st. It is at this point the city hopes to regain control and make it free like the other bridges.
Lawmakers in Bismarck are talking about a bill that would prohibit Chancellor Hamid Shirvani from spending money on new office staff. Recently, NDSU asked for $3.2 million to spend on items and employees that oversee North Dakota State University. The proposed funding has already been cut to $1.3 million. Shirvani said he would be disappointed if the committee ends up cutting the request altogether.
NDSU's student newspaper, The Spectrum, has taken home a first-place award at the Best of the Midwest College Newspaper Convention in Minneapolis. The annual convention, hosted by the Associated Collegiate Press, has a variety of awards honoring the journalistic efforts of college students. After finishing second last year, The Spectrum, for the first time since 2003, placed first in the 4-year non-daily category.
Some changes ahead for the annual NDSU Career Expo. This year, it's 2 days and bigger than in years past. February 26th and 27th in the Fargo Dome will feature 2 days for students to talk to employers, present resumes, and even land a full-time job. The first day will focus on agriculture, business, and the liberal arts. The second day will focus on engineering and technology. This type of opportunity has rarely been available for NDSU students and is one students can take advantage of.
Very, very challenging labor market since 2008. This incredible explosion, so to speak, of employers that are attending this event are here because they have opportunities.
This year, the event will bring 240 employers to the Fargo Dome.
Roads are slick and making travel problematic. A road design new to the Fargo area has people uneasy. We'll tell you more after this week's 7-day forecast.
Watch SU TV News on Cable One. Produced by students of Bison Information Network, we promise to bring you all the latest news and sports from the campus of North Dakota State University. Watch SU TV News on Cable One Channel 14. Brought to you in part by Stop and Go.
Hey, I'm Alex.
I'm Austin.
And I'm here to tell you about 15 on 15.
It means MapBus arrives every 15 minutes on Route 15, from downtown
to around town. Find out more about 15 on 15 at mapbus.com.
Check it out on Facebook and Twitter, keyword MapBus.
So fast and convenient.
There are way more than 15 reasons to check out 15 on 15.
I ride Matt Bus.
And I ride Matt Bus.
And you should too.
SUTV News is brought to you by Stop and Go. Stop and Go. We're always there.
Welcome back to SUTV News. Results of the 2012 Core Alcohol and Drug Survey show progress for the NDSU campus.
More than 750 undergraduate students selected at random took part in the survey. While the total consumption of alcohol did increase slightly, marijuana use among students decreased. The survey listed 19 negative consequences which can result from alcohol and drug use. 18 of those saw decreases in 2012. The Office of Orientation and Student Success credits the efforts of many for this year's results.
We know that it's really a community effort. We take an environmental approach to this. We need to create an environment that's conducive to low-risk decision-making in order to make that an easy thing for students to do.
The President's Council on Alcohol and Other Drugs planned to release a new strategic plan in the fall to continue these efforts.
It's that time of the year once again. As the month of March quickly approaches, tax season is halfway over. In previous years, the Internal Revenue Service started accepting returns on January 22nd, but due to the fiscal cliff crisis, the IRS pushed the opening date back 8 days to January 30th. Students are encouraged to file as soon as possible. In order to file early, they must obtain their W-2s from all places of work and 1098-Ts from their schools.
But when you go in, just be sure you know that you've got all your stuff. It just simplifies everything for your tax preparer, or if you're doing it online yourself, you got everything right there at one time.
The deadline to file taxes to the IRS is Monday, April 15th.
The roundabout revolution is sweeping across the United States, with most communities touting their increased safety and traffic flow. But with several new roundabouts in Fargo, some residents are wondering how safe roundabouts actually are during the winter months. The brutal winter weather continues as snow piles up in North Dakota, and visibility over snowdrifts around roundabouts can leave some drivers unable to see oncoming traffic. On top of this decreased visibility, roundabouts can prove difficult to plow, which leaves them slippery and hazardous. Unlike all-way stop intersections, a roundabout does not require a complete stop, which means some vehicles might not slow down enough to go safely through.
Well, I think they're kind of dangerous. I feel like sometimes people go too fast around them. They, don't really slow down enough, and or they go too slow and they are stopping, and people don't really know what to do. And when it gets icy and snowy out there, it's kind of hard to see cars, and it's kind of dangerous out there when people don't really know what to do.
I like to go really fast, and when I hit a roundabout, I have to slow down, and I can't go 70 through a roundabout.
For your safety, be sure to slow down and make sure to yield when approaching a roundabout.
Everybody knows somebody who has been affected by an eating disorder. In the United States, nearly 20 million women and 10 million men suffer from, at this point, some point in their life. It's National Eating Disorder Awareness Week. This is the largest education and outreach effort in the United States. The focus this year is to help detect body image issues and intervene early. The illness does not discriminate. It affects people of all ages, genders, and demographics. National Eating Disorder Awareness Association says you can help and everyone is able to get involved.
We all kind of feel like if I don't look a certain way, maybe people aren't going to like me, they're not going to talk to me, I won't have any friends. And so it puts a lot of pressure on somebody to have sort of an ideal body type or a body image. And then I think that pressure, when you combine it with the pressure of school and maybe they have a job, and then at some point something just cracks.
According to Active Minds, the 3 ways to take action today are to watch your language about appearance, know the signs of eating disorders, and reach out. To learn more, log on to nedaawareness.org.
While students have been mostly trapped indoors as of late, many are looking ahead to someplace warm. Find out what students have in store for their spring break after this week's campus calendar.
Jitters is your home for quality coffee drinks. Whether you crave an espresso, iced coffee, mocha, or macchiato, Jitters has just what you need. Now featuring breakfast foods like caramel rolls, bagels, and more, be sure to get your day started right. Located on 12th Avenue North, Jitters has a friendly, relaxed atmosphere with Wi-Fi capability to get all of your studying done on time. Get your fix only at Jitters.
Watch SUTV News on Cable One. Produced by students of Bison Information Network, we promise to bring you all the latest news and sports from the campus of North Dakota State University. Watch SUTV News on Cable One Channel 14. Brought to you in part by Stop and Go.
Hey, I'm Alex.
I'm Austin.
And I'm here to tell you about 15 on 15.
It means MapBus arrives every 15 minutes on Route 15, from downtown
to around town. Find out more about 15 on 15 at mapbus.com.
Check it out on Facebook and Twitter, keyword MapBus.
It's so fast and convenient.
There are way more than 15 reasons to check out 15 on 15.
I ride MapBus.
And I ride MapBus.
And you should too.
Welcome back. Fargo is making big changes in an attempt to go green.
Leaders at NDSU are talking about the future and preparing to sustain the environment. Be Green is an eco-sustainability plan created by Amy Nash for Fargo, North Dakota. The plan includes recycling, innovations, and advances. The name is given to the project as a way to assert that citizens, companies, and the university are all working together as a community to be green. This month, multiple guest speakers have made their impact at NDSU talking about what Fargo is doing to look into a green future.
And the household, it's about 18% of your waste that you generate day to day. So it's very important that you take and try to minimize the amount of waste destined to landfills because it's very expensive to maintain those landfills.
Currently, the City of Fargo offers free curbside recycling for residents along with 27 drop-off locations throughout Fargo. Curbside recycling is collected every other week.
Students are celebrating an important skill on campus. It's the 7th Annual International Writing Center Week at NDSU. Events include an NDSU authors panel, the movie Freedom Writers in the Memorial Union, and making Valentines for veterans. The English staff and the Center for Writers work to provide a supportive environment for students to improve their writing strategies. During one-on-one consultations, students learn how to brainstorm topics and organize content with effective grammar.
Students need strong communication skills if they're going to succeed on campus and in their future careers. So we encourage instructors to have students write for a variety of purposes and audiences in their classes, and we encourage students to come here to the Center for Writers so that we can give them individual feedback on what we're seeing in their writing that their teachers maybe don't have time to do.
To make an appointment at the Center for Writers, go to ndsu.cfw@ndsu.edu or visit the office on the lower level of the NDSU library.
This time of year is often stressful yet exciting for college students. Midterms are approaching, but spring break is right around the corner. From March 11th through the 15th, classes at NDSU will be shut down, giving students a time to relax. With the recent snowfall and below freezing temperatures, many are ready to get out of the cold and head somewhere warm. Whether traveling or just taking a well-needed break at home, students at NDSU are excited.
Been working a lot and just been really busy, so a week will be nice.
I love spring break. It's a good way to get away from all the school that we have.
After spring break, classes will resume on Monday, March 18th.
Although spring break is approaching quickly, there are still a couple weeks left of school, and some students are already feeling the strain.
This week for Sidewalk Stampede, we set out to learn how students unwind after a long day.
Spending time with my family, and on weekends I get to go home and ride my horse and play with my animals.
And just get a really good workout in, go home and make myself a nice dinner and watch some TV.
Watch TV, play video games, just do nothing more or less.
Watch some videos on YouTube and go on Pinterest.
Well, joining us now is sports anchor Morgan Lubin. Well, guys, I'd say unwinding for the day is probably best when I go lay in bed at night. That's what I do.
Nope, I go straight for the caffeine when I get home. I think caffeine definitely wakes me up after a long day.
I take a little different approach. I like to go home and play with my puppy. Always full of energy, always full of love. That's how I unwind after long day. Well, coming up after the break, we'll show you more on the men's basketball team. That and more after SU TV Sports.
Jitters is your home for quality coffee drinks. Whether you crave an espresso, iced coffee, mocha, or macchiato, Jitters has just what you need. Now featuring breakfast foods like caramel rolls, bagels, and more, be sure to get your day started right. Located on 12th Avenue North, Jitters has a friendly, relaxed atmosphere with Wi-Fi capability to get all of your studying done on time. Get your fix only at Jitters.
Watch SU TV News on Cable One. Produced by students of Bison Information Network, we promise to bring you all the latest news and sports from the campus of North Dakota State University. Watch SU TV News on Cable One Channel 14. Brought to you in part by Stop and Go.
We're Forest fans because we love coming to the games. It's very affordable and the whole family enjoys it.
We're Forest fans because we enjoy coming to the Forest games. It gives us something to do and look forward to every week.
This is Force Hockey.
Welcome back.
While I hope most of you had a very lovely Valentine's Day, the Bison men's basketball team did not. They lost to Western Illinois in a battle for first place, but had a chance to get back in the winning ways Saturday versus IUPUI. Let's go out to the Bison Sports Arena now, where LA and the boys playing their last home Summit League game of the year. We'll pick up the action early in the first. Nice bounce pass from LA to Brett Vandenberg for the right-handed jam. Bison led early. In transition now, Lawrence Alexander misses a layup, but Chris Kading is there for the two-hand follow dunk, part of a 7-0 run for the Bison. Next Bison possession, Corey Brown in on the dunk action. He was left all alone. He gets the right-hand slam. Bison would be up by 10 at that point. Later on, Brett Vandenberg, nice bounce pass, Marshall Bjorklund, and a right-hand jam of his own, part of an 11-0 run by the Bison. Right before halftime, Jordan Auberg with a little jumper in the lane. Bison led 41-19 at the half. In the second half, it was all Bison. Lawrence Alexander drives through the lane, the foul, and the bucket. NDSU would roll in this one, 75-39. That 39 points for IUPUI is the lowest in school history. Well, coming up tomorrow night, the Bison basketball team can be seen on ESPN2 at 6 p.m. at Akron, part of the Ramada Worldwide Bracket Buster. Well, the Bison women have only 2 conference games remaining before their postseason begins, and for 2 seniors, it has been a very difficult journey. SUTV's Ryan Nelson takes a look back at the basketball career of Katie Burkle and Danielle DeGagne.
DeGagne drives, step over, step through, pretty move, it's in!
I can't believe it's almost done.
Burkle from 18, yes!
I know it's coming, obviously, but I don't think I really realized how different it'll be.
Bison seniors Danny DeGagne and Katie Burkle have combined to play 228 games and score close to 2,500 points in a Bison uniform. But it is soon coming to an end.
Burkle leads a 2-on-1, kick it right side, DeGagne shot good!
Burkle from Lincoln, Nebraska and DeGagne from Brandon, Manitoba each have dealt with their own hardships, but are glad to be going out together.
It's been a lot of fun, you know, someone who has shared a lot of experiences with me. We've had 4 years together. We've been able to play together all the time, and we hang out together outside of basketball.
She's a great friend, great teammate too, so I've been pretty lucky to have her for 4 years.
2 years ago, Danny lost her mother, Colleen, after a long battle with cancer.
Even, you know, when my mom was passing away, the one thing that she didn't want me to do was quit, so she always wanted me to just continue playing and just keep going on and doing what I can.
Only 7 months later, Burkle tore her ACL, sidelining her all of last season.
You know, it's something you can recover from, and that was my goal from the second it happened was, well, I guess I have to delay this a year.
Each, proud of their accomplishments, has left their mark on Bison women's basketball.
I did what I could, and I tried my best, and so it all turned out really well for me, I think.
I think I'm a completely different person. I mean, I have the same personality, but I think I've grown up a lot, and just the game has changed in my mind.
That's the beauty of the game. It's always evolving, and you always have to have players that are willing to evolve with the game, and so I think that our younger kids that have been learning with Danny and Katie will continue to do so and surpass our expectations.
I'm Ryan Nelson, SUTV Sports.
With DeGagne, Burkle, and the Bison women currently sit 7th in the conference standings. They will try to improve on that when they battle Omaha Saturday in the Bison Sports Arena. With a 15-5-2 record in Shields Arena this season, the Fargo Force are comfortably in 2nd place in the Western Conference. A weekend sweep of Waterloo helps the Force separate from the Blackhawks, who are tied for 3rd. Let's go out to Shields Arena now. Breast Cancer Awareness Jersey auction tonight. Great night out there at Shields Arena. We'll pick up the action in the 2nd period. Tied at 0, Dave Gus behind the net finds Gabe Gertler for his first of 2 goals. The Force led at that point 1-0. In the end of the second now, dangerous hit there. Taylor Fleming went down. He would return, though, after that big hit. The Force came back fired up as well. 50 seconds into the 3rd, Jordan Nelson takes a shot, ends up on Gage Terrell's stick. He gets the goal. The Force led at that point 3-0 with 11 minutes in the 3rd. Check out this glove by Gage Terrell. Gloves it out of midair, comes back the other way, fires it over the shoulder for his 2nd goal of the night. Force led 4-0 at that point, and the Force rolled. They beat Waterloo 6-1. The Force took 50 shots in that one. Very impressive by the Force. Well, the 6-1 win extends the Force win streak to 4. They are at home again Friday with the game against conference-leading Sioux Falls. Saturday, the Force travel to Sioux City to take on the Musketeers. With Newman Field still buried in snow, the Bison baseball team got their season underway at Arkansas Pine Bluff this past weekend. The Bison won the first game before dropping the next two. NDSU lost 8 seniors from last year's team, including shortstop Max Casper, catcher Tyler Steen, outfielder Nick Cowell, and pitcher and infielder Zach Wentz. But the team returns a few key parts from last season in pitcher John Straka, along with outfielder Tim Cowell. Straka holds the NDSU record for shutouts with 6 and is 4th all-time on the wins list with 15. Cowell led last year's team in batting average, runs, hits, triples, and stolen bases. The Bison track and field teams will be adding a world bronze medalist to their staff. Trevor Barry, a 2012 Olympian and 2011 world bronze medalist in the high jump, will be joining the staff as an assistant coach for the 2013 season. Barry will work with the men's and women's teams in the high jump, long jump, and triple jump. He began his career attending college at Dickinson State, where he set multiple school records. The track and field teams will be competing in the Summit League Championships on February 24th. Well, more about the track teams, guys. They joined the Summit League 6 years ago. When the women play in the championships on the 24th, they can go for 6 out of 6 years taking home the crown.
Well, not only that, but the men will go for their 5th out of 6 too.
Very impressive for both the men and the women's track team. Students are taking a break from midterm stress to listen to 3 women singing about friendship and revenge. When we come back, we'll take a look at this weekend's big entertainment.
This is Sarah Hunter, Career Specialist with the NDSU Career Center. While our past career fairs have only been 1 day in the spring, this Career Expo is actually 2 days long. It gives students the chance to find opportunities in not just a couple, but many different majors.
My name is Jamie and I'm a senior at NDSU. I'm going to the Career Expo because I think it's a great opportunity to network. I also graduate in May, so this is perfect timing for me to find a job.
The number one tip I have for students as a career specialist is get started right away. Don't wait to prepare. Make sure you start preparing by coming into the Career Center, getting your resume critiqued, doing your research on the companies, and really getting mentally prepared for the Career Expo.
We're Force fans because we love coming to the games. It's very affordable and the whole family enjoys it.
We're Force fans because we enjoy coming to the Forest games. It gives us something to do and look forward to every week.
This is Force Hockey.
Watch SU TV News on Cable One. Produced by students of Bison Information Network, we promise to bring you all the latest news and sports from the campus of North Dakota State University. Watch SU TV News on Cable One Channel 14. Brought to you in part by Stop and Go.
Welcome back. Wednesday, the cast of the 9 to 5 musical was in full costume. The band was present, but there was no audience. It marked the final dress rehearsal for the show that debuts Thursday in Festival Concert Hall. The musical, based on the popular movie from 1980, follows a similar plot of friendship and revenge. 3 women team up to take over their workplace controlled by men, offering plenty of humor along the way. The cast has been practicing for more than 6 weeks, but director Lori Horvig says the final dress rehearsals are very important.
I have 7 pages of notes, and they got all scared, and I go, no, that's good, because I had so much to respond to. You know, they were really performing and going full out, so then I could give them, you know, fix this little thing or fix this little part. And so it's just a lot of cleanup, refinement, so that it's just that next level for the performance.
Performance can be seen Thursday through Saturday with the matinee Sunday at 2 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at the NDSU Theater box office.
Well, thank you for watching this edition of SU TV News.
Be sure to pick up a copy of The Spectrum and check us out on Facebook or Twitter.
Have a great night, everyone.